Hi friend, welcome to my kitchen. I'm Chef Monty, and I heard that cheese was one of the tastiest mistakes of all time. Are you ready to go on a cheese adventure? Let's do this!
Los Angeles Unified School District's wellness programs, in partnership with KLCS-TV and the Dairy Council of California, present Let's Eat Healthy Together.
Let's eat healthy together!
Okay, we're gonna have to go back thousands and thousands of years to an ancient legend that tells the story of how cheese was discovered. It happened accidentally over 8,000 years ago when an Arabian shopkeeper put milk into a pouch made from a sheep's stomach. I know, gross, I know, but it was before refrigeration. Anyway, he set out to cross the desert. The heat of the sun mixed with a vinegar-like substance that's made in the sheep's stomach called rennet, and it caused the milk to separate into lumpy solids called curds and a liquid called whey. The shopkeeper was very brave, and he drank the liquid and ate the lumpy solids, discovering the cheesy curds were tasty and filling. Now, we aren't sure if this is exactly how the story went, but cheese was likely discovered by accident when early humans traveled with milk stored in bags made from animal stomachs. You want to know something that's kind of creepy but really, really cool? Okay. Scientists found really old cheese from 4,000 years ago around a mummy's neck in China. It's believed to be the world's oldest cheese. I mean, I'm not sure I'd want to try that one. Would you? Okay. Accidentally discovering cheese gave early humans a food with all of the essential nutrients of milk. I mean, they didn't know it then, but cheese was giving them protein, vitamins, and calcium for building teeth and bones. Today, cheese is made using modern machines, but the magic always begins with milk, usually from the cow, but also from goats, sheep, buffalo, even yaks. Let's hear from some modern-day cheesemakers to see how people and machines make tasty cheeses.
World-class cheese starts with stellar milk. That milk comes from healthy, comfortable cows on a quality diet.
These machines that are hooked up right now, you can see milk flowing through them. The heart of the dairy farm is the milking parlor, so it's very important to keep that super clean, keep the cows very comfortable.
Happy cows, happy milk.
From here, a portion of the milk travels next door to the cheese plant. It's heated to 101 degrees in a giant vat. Friendly bacteria are added, and the milk congeals into solid curds and liquid whey.
From the time we bring milk into here until it's actually cheese, it takes about 8 hours. But in order to get really, really great tasting cheese, we have to age it. That's the part that takes the longest.
Mariano, what are you doing right there?
Right now, I'm stirring the whole bag so we can keep the curds separated. So every curd that you see in here has to be pretty much on the same consistency and texture.
Now that the curds are nice and firm, we can start working with the cheese. First, we drain the whey from the vat. Next, we rake the curds together along each side of the vat until the remaining liquid drains out.
This is the part where you can control the moisture of the cheese and how the texture later is going to become.
There's a lot more to the cheese making process than I ever could imagine.
Later, Mariano and his team slice the curds into loaves that they stack and salt. Then they press them in hoops lined with cheesecloth overnight. The result? These beautiful wheels of cheese that will age to perfection over the next 14 months.
When Mariano flips these racks over, the cheese falls to the bottom and a dust of mold spreads out in the air and it attaches to the younger cheese. This is mold that we love. We want that happening in here. This is our bandage wrap cheddar. All that hard work today built up an appetite.
Yeah, this is really good. It's really robust.
The cows have their role in it. The cheesemakers, the guys that have the passion about it. Everybody plays a role in here. So in every bite of cheese, there's all that passion and all that energy that goes into it.
Wasn't that cool? I know. Now the way that natural cheese is made hasn't changed much since it was discovered all those years ago. It's made from 4 ingredients: milk, salt, a good bacteria for flavor, and rennet, which helps separate the liquid and the solids. So, how did cheese get from that ancient Arabian shopkeeper to California? Let me tell you, it all started when Spanish missionaries brought dairy cows to California and made a cheese called queso del país, or country cheese. Now by this point, cheese was made all over the world. Later, thousands of people came to California to find gold. Many of them had dairy cows with their covered wagons to provide milk for their families. Soon, people were sharing their cultures and the food of their homelands, including new types of cheeses. Now, there are over 2,000 types of cheese. Every country has a local cheese shape, texture, and flavor. How many have you tried? Okay, that's a lot. Now here's a fun question. Do you know what the most popular cheese recipe is in America? Yes, it's macaroni and cheese. What are some of your favorite ways to enjoy cheese?
I like cheese in long strips so you can tear little strings off and eat them like that.
My favorite way to eat cheese is cheese with crackers. My favorite way to eat cheese is like on top of crackers or like in spaghetti.
I know. Cheese is delicious all on its own, but it also makes good food even better. I mean, can you imagine a pizza without cheese? Or a pupusa? Or a quesadilla without cheese? Crime. I think we can all agree that cheese was the best mistake ever. Wow, we've had quite a food adventure today, learning all about the history of cheese. Do you remember what we learned?
What did you learn?
Okay, try to fill in the blanks with me. An ancient legend tells us that cheese was first made in the blank of an animal. I know that one's hard to forget. Stomach. Cheese is made when milk separates into solids and liquid called, yes, curds and whey. The most popular cheese recipe in America is, yes, macaroni and cheese. Wow, great job everybody. This was a lot of fun, wasn't it? It was so cool sharing a food adventure with you. Yes, you heard me right. The history behind food makes for a great adventure. So research where your favorite foods come from and how they've changed over the years. Explore how they're made and see what you discover. And don't forget to teach someone about what you learned. Be adventurous. And when you have a chance, try a new type of cheese. You can pair cheese with pretty much anything, especially vegetables or fruits. And then you get to enjoy new flavors and snacks. Until next time, friend. Bye!
Wellness programs support the needs of the whole child by focusing on 8 areas of wellness. And watch on demand at healthyeating.org/together.
Let's eat healthy together.